hope I ain't get no fucking ticket. Fuck around with this nigga.
Fucking crazy and shit. So who's your prediction, son? Spence or Crawford? What's going on?
I ain't hear you. What you say?
What's your prediction, bro? Spence or Crawford? What we got?
Man, I'm going with Spence, bro.
Even
Going
after
with
that.
Spence.
That's
But,
the only thing holding me back is that
but,
accident.
but I ain't gonna hold you, man. The reason why I'm going with Spence is because I just feel like before that accident, man, he had it, bro. Like, he had everything, bro. Like he was rocking. He had a good momentum. But
I agree.
he had a good momentum, man. Like it was looking good. Not many people could beat Sean Porter at their own game, bro. And he did it. You know
Did
what I'm saying?
Crawford fight Porter?
Yeah, he stopped him. I think it was like the 10th or some shit like that, 10th or 11th.
Okay.
But again, Sean Porter didn't look too good either to me, man. Like he didn't look like he was in shape like he normally was.
Mm-hmm.
People were like, "Oh, what are you talking about? Sean Porter's in shape." But I'm like, "Yo, look, I'm used to seeing Sean Porter ripped on that fucking scale when he come in, you know." And then
I
kind of
watched
find out,
Porter
yeah,
talk.
bro. Then I was hearing him talk.
Like,
He talking like, his father was trying to push him. Him and his father got into the kid because his father said he wasn't pushing hard enough.
he retired after that, right?
Yeah, then he retired. Yeah, so it's like,
He wasn't into that fight. Yeah, I get you.
and listen, and not to be funny, man. Like we can't really blame Crawford, but gotta blame Crawford because he chose to sign back with Top Rank when he had a chance to fucking switch over to PBC where they had all the top welterweights at the time where they was all on top of the game.
Agree with
You know,
you.
you got
You
Keith
should never
Thurman.
put that Abanajanash and BG Bachi, whatever the fuck is.
Nah, yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. I get it. You want to go get the bag. I get
It
it.
was
But,
money. It was good money. But
but
didn't he make his bag already?
yeah,
Nah.
but that's like burning a bridge too, in a sense, man. Because here it is. You had this man thinking, y'all in negotiations, and then you go ahead and you fucking side negotiate another deal without letting the party know that hey, I'm negotiating something else just in case we can't figure something out by this time. It's just simple communication, man, when it comes to business. But that's how you know he's not a real good businessman. But simple
An
communication,
agent or
man.
he's his own agent.
Well, since he left Top Rank, he's a free agent, so it's just I guess it's just him and his lawyer who's
Okay.
working everything
So
out.
he
as
doesn't
far as
have
the
like a
backup.
real agent.
Nah.
That's,
So I guess his lawyer is acting also as like an advisor in a sense.
yeah.
From the way it sounded like when it was doing the negotiations and so forth. That's the way it sounded to me. But
At least they got the fight going down. At least it's happening. That's
yeah,
the thing that really matters right now to me. Is that it's actually happening. And you usually
yeah.
don't get shit like this in boxing to happen like this. Especially so often. We just had Brian Garcia versus Tank, which is
Yep.
another good one. They both young. And now to finally get Spence and Crawford, that's a plus in my book. I just hope it's a good fight. I just don't want it to be like Spence beats his ass down. I kind of want to brawl. I kind of want to back and forth, honestly. But you don't really get too much of that in boxing
No, you don't. You don't. Not unless you get like the Mexicans or like the Styles and so forth.
Yeah, because the Mexicans got the fucking hard ass heads and they got chins.
Yeah, and like that what's quote unquote Mexican style is like that sit there, bang, and fight the phone.
Yeah.
Phone
Take a
booth.
hit to give two more. That's that Mexican style.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, move it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, move it, man. Just sit there and bang. But I mean, it should be a good fight, man. I feel like those two styles should complement each other as far as what's made out to be a good fight. The only difference is the only thing I don't like, bro, is the fact that Spence went through all them fucking surgeries, bro. Like that hard surgery. I feel like took a
And
toll on him, man.
my thing is he's cutting a lot of weight. I don't think Bud is cutting.
Yeah, you can see it now. You know what I'm saying? You can see it now. Like he's still in shape. You can tell he's in shape, but you can physically see that he's bigger now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can definitely see a dramatic difference in the size. Like your body matures. I mean, we're in our
We older. He's what, 34 now? 33?
34. Yeah. 33, 34. Yeah.
Yeah, his body's mature now. It's gonna be hard for him to cut all that weight. So
yeah,
figure something out.
It gets harder every time. You know what I'm saying? That's like every
fact.
time we go on a diet, man. How many times we gonna go on a diet? You know what I'm saying?
I did wrestling only in middle school and high school, and cutting that weight was crazy.
Absolutely.
Should have damn near killed you.
Absolutely, yeah. especially when you drain in the brain fluids after a while, because your body can't lose with so much anymore. Like when you super dry
Yeah.
like that, it's
I've
not
seen
good, man.
people fucking pass out, fall out on the scale, all that shit.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
fuck your whole mind up, brain, all that.
yeah. It
Scary sometimes. Shit
gets
gets
bad,
scary
man.
sometimes.
Yeah, definitely. So what's your take on the fight? Like how you see it going?
I think I'm going Bud, honestly.
Mm,
And the only reason I'm going, I got two reasons. One, the accident. Spence is still good. He's still really good, but I think he was way better before the accident. And I don't
yeah.
know. Maybe it's just me, but I just think he's a better boxer before the accident. I think like I've seen him unfocused in there. Remember that Uga shit
Hmm.
when he fucking was like, "Oh, my mouthpiece," and got snuffed. Like that's unfocused, bro.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
unfocused. Like, he wasn't doing none of that shit before the accident. You know what I mean? Like, and the second thing for me is Bud's a wrestler, bro. Bud's a
Mm,
wrestler. He's got a dog in him. When you're a wrestler, you got a dog in you. So even if Spence comes in there beating his face in, I know Bud's gonna come back and keep fighting because wrestlers are dogs, bro. They really are. I mean, I already know. So when you have that on in your repertoire, I think he's gonna be able to take some of that power that Spence has because Spence is way bigger than him, in my opinion. So Spence is gonna have that power on him, and I think he should be able to take it. I'm not saying for sure, but I think he'll be able to take it.
well, here's the thing that I want to
And is Bud faster? I kind of feel like Bud is
yeah.
faster.
I think Bud is way more twitchy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, he's more twitchy.
he
Yeah,
switches stances a lot too. Also,
yeah. Yeah, he's more twitchy from what I've noticed and more versatile, definitely more athletic for the looks of it. But here's the thing with Spence, man. He's like super disciplined, super fundamental. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like super fundamentally sound, man. Like when I see like certain things.
Mhm.
But one thing I can tell you, you better not stand in him and fucking be off balance. You better not stand in front of Bud and fucking drop his hands
Hmm.
because
I'm
Bud is a
honestly
fucking brick.
more of a fan of Spence than I am Bud. I don't know. I think I'm going Bud on this one. I think Bud's gonna
I mean,
do.
yeah, it's not. I don't think either. I don't think you can go wrong with either or, man. It's just that
Hearing from a lot of people, but more people are picking Spence than Bud.
yeah, I got the complete opposite. I feel like more people picking Bud than Spence from the people that I pay attention to from
Yeah,
what I've been doing. It's like nobody really giving him a chance. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
really. I just feel like Spence did fight harder competition. That I will say. He fought harder competition than Bud, which kind of makes me feel like Spence has been through the ringer a little bit more. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like Bud
Good
has
point.
had
He's
easier
zero.
fights, which
Yeah,
can lead
he's
you to
zero.
be a little bit more fresher for this fight. You know what I'm saying?
He definitely took the path of least resistance, bro. Like he caught everybody, even though it's a name. He caught everybody at a good time, man.
And then Spence went through the ringer. He beat everybody, but then he got into the accident on top of that. So I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, yeah,
But either way, there's no real loser. Like you could pick either one. It's gonna be a
yeah,
good.
yeah. I mean, if you're a fan of combat sports, man, you gotta you
I,
gotta like these fights, bro.
and you know me, I'm more of an MMA nigga. Like me and
Hmm.
MMA is where it's at. But
Yeah.
I'm watching it for sure.
Nowadays, nowadays, yeah.
This one for
I feel
sure.
like right now it's like the whole MMA era is like
Taking over.
skyrocketing, man. Yeah, it's skyrocketing right now.
Yeah. You know what it is though? It's because they give you what you want to see.
Yeah. Want to see motherfuckers get their ass beat. You know what I'm saying?
Or if it's like, oh,
Well,
we want to see fucking Connor versus this guy, Dana White's like, all right, we put it together. It's happening in December. You know what I'm saying? Like boxing, it takes like 7 years. Hold on, somebody's at the fucking door.
yeah.
Oh yeah, we gotta edit that part out. That's nigga Josh is in here about to wrap some cars and shit.
What Josh do?
Yeah, he just pulled up. Carlos finally here.
Fucking Carlos.
Yeah, nigga in the back printing some shit right now. But
Nothing,
yeah,
man. So
what happened?
nothing. Carloso.
But yeah, MMA, like I was saying, this gives you what you want to see. They give you the fights everybody wants to watch. And boxing waits like 2-3 years, maybe 5 years until you get to see that actual fight you've been talking about for years.
Yeah.
That's why everybody's so surprised this year that they're getting Tank Davis, Garcia, and Spence and Crawford.
In 1 year.
It's crazy. It's unheard of.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy.
In 1 year. That's very
This is
surprising.
also why they say that the greats back in the day are better than the greats now, because they fought everybody. No one cared about that one fucking loss. Everybody fought everybody.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Hagler, Hearns, and even fucking Sugar Ray and Hearns and all that shit. Like, everybody was fighting everybody. So it was just a different. Now it's like everybody's scared to lose and like, who cares, bro? Everybody loses. Except Floyd.
Here's the thing, man. Floyd kind of blessed and cursed the game, the fight game, in terms of
Yeah,
boxing.
he cursed
Like,
it with that.
He showed you that, he couldn't be beat. He showed you that, he went off. He created this whole push that undefeated is where it's at,
Yep.
and he made a lot of money doing it. He also enlightened the world that the little guys can make money. That the welterweight division was where it was at. Because back in the day it was just the fucking heavyweights and the middleweights and shit was making all the money. The welterweights wasn't making that no money.
When something's like boxing or MMA, heavyweight's always going to be the attraction.
Mhm.
People just like to see big niggas like us knock each other out. Like, that's just,
I mean, you had Sugar Ray and so forth back then, and Marvin Hagler. They was making money, but nothing like they wasn't making the money that fucking Floyd was making. Like Floyd changed the game in terms of like the business aspect of the game. But
yeah, for the smaller guys, none of the smaller guys was making that heavyweight money back.
hell no. Hell no.
There's Muhammad Ali and Frazier and George Foreman, and all those big boys. They had the names, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
No Sugar Ray and Hagler and Hearns, they had names, but for some reason, everybody wanted to watch the heavyweight niggas knock each other out.
Everybody wanted to see heavyweight. Yeah, that was like the glamour division.
Yeah, 100%.
Like now everybody's making the money. Everybody.
Now it's the small division.
Mm-hmm.
Now what is it? 135.
135. I mean, everybody moving up now to 140, but 135.
Yeah, but that 135, 140 weight class, that's where the action is in boxing.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And it's sad because there's so many other weight classes that they're just focused on that one. I don't understand how someone else. I do like other people like Boots Ennis and Cool Boy Steph, but I just realized Cool Boy Steph is small as shit.
Yeah. I mean, 147. No, I feel like 147 is always going to be hot. It's like everybody. It's like a generalized weight for a lot of the best fighters.
Yeah.
But honestly, though, one weight class that doesn't really get the respect is fucking 154, man. Like it's so many motherfuckers in that weight division, bro.
Everybody's been through that division. I think even Cotto, Floyd. Like,
bro. Like
been there too, right? Yeah, everybody's been in that.
And one thing I say about that weight division, they all fight each other, bro. All of them. But for some reason, man, they don't get like the spotlight like some of the other divisions, man. It's like the stepchild fucking division.
I gotta talk about
but everybody's there, you know what I'm saying? Like everybody's there, bro.
I gotta talk about the biggest faker in boxing history. Rolly Romero, bro, is the worst boxer in boxing right now. I'm telling you, he knows how to promote a fight. But that is terrible, bro. My grandfather almost whipped his ass 2 weeks ago. Fuck is that, bro?
You ain't no good for that. You ain't no good for that, bro.
He's supposed to be one of the greats. He knocking everybody out. He get knocked out by fucking Tank Davis, and all of a
Yeah,
sudden he fucking grandpas. What the fuck?
you ain't no good for that, bro. Okay, well, you ain't no good for that, bro. All right. Yo, listen,
Yo, just me watching the fight, I thought he was losing that fight. I don't know what niggas saw.
he was
I thought
definitely
he was losing to grandpa.
he was
That's it.
definitely losing that fight. Here's the thing that I noticed with that fight. One, he made absolutely no adjustments whatsoever. Not one in that fight. Not one adjustment.
Nope.
Not one. Second, he ain't learned nothing from the tank fight, bro. He keep dropping his fucking hands. He keep getting caught with the same shot.
That's
You know
because
what I'm saying?
niggas really think like when they throw a
Yeah.
combination and they hit somebody, they could drop their hands. Like it
Yeah.
hurt.
He's
A lot of people aren't
vulnerable for that
those
stuff.
big ass gloves on, bro. It's not like in MMA. If you get hit with a 1-2, you're probably stepping back because it's almost straight fist hitting you. With the
Yeah.
gloves, you could take a little bit and then hit real fast right back.
Mhm.
And I don't even understand how Rolly's not understanding that. That's why I say he's the worst boxer. Like you should know this, bro. That's boxing 101. Basic shit.
Well, I bet people ain't fucking saying shit about Tank no more. Tank told the motherfuckers, he said what? He said pack his whole team up. He said they all trash.
Mhm.
He said, this motherfucker got no skill, bro. Just power. Just no skill.
He
One thing
just
I will
can't.
say, Tank mentioned, man, that, his power, he got power, but if you can't fucking touch nothing with the power, man, it's pointless. You know?
You can't. Like a lot of people can have power, but they're not good at boxing. Then they get knocked the
You
fuck
can't touch
out.
nobody with it. It's not a factor. You know?
Yeah. If
You
you
can't
too
touch
busy
people's
keeping
power.
your
You
hands
can't.
down and getting punched in the face, how are you knocking somebody out?
Right. Yeah. Well, he's been very, very vulnerable, man, to the left hook, I've noticed. Because he got hit with the left hook against Tank.
Uh,
He
he's
got hit with the
orthodox.
left hook. Yeah, he got hit with the left hook in
That's kind of
sparring.
normal, right? Isn't that kind of normal for an orthodox fighter to get hit with that left hook? Like that's kind of normal. You
No,
really see that shit.
no, nope. It's the right. They're more vulnerable for
Yeah, you're right. You're
right.
right.
Right hand,
Because
man.
yeah, you're right. Because the right hand is
The right
people
hand is usually
get that power going. Yeah, I see what you're
the go-to when it comes to fighting southpaws, man.
saying. Mm-hmm.
But that left, man, for some reason, be giving Rolly issues, man.
Rolly likes to stick his jab out there and keep it out there. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
When he jabs, he jab and his hand comes down instead of jabbing and coming straight back.
So,
I watched
mm-hmm.
that shit, and that's what happened with him and Tank. And he was throwing his punches. He didn't bring that shit back. He threw it out there and left it down, and Tank snuffed that. And then that was it. And he was looking around like, "I'm supposed to fight soon." Nah, nigga, it's over. Like,
I'm over there. Noodle legs,
yeah, for real.
fucking spaghetti legs, man. It was over. But yeah, man, he gotta do better, man. Like I don't feel like his team worked on anything after that loss.
Who's his
For the look
coach?
of it.
He needs a whole better team. Everybody on that team needs to be
Yeah, they didn't work on anything, man. I've seen not one adjustment in that fight, bro.
better. Mm-hmm.
Not one. The only thing Rolly did different from the first round to the fucking what was it, the ninth, and a couple more punches. That was it.
Yeah, I
He
agree.
got gifted, man. They gifted him a fucking belt.
It's crazy.
But
That that's the biggest problem with boxing in my eyes is the
yeah,
amount of
so
belts
far.
they have, the amount of belts they have, and the amount of weight classes. Those are the two worst things that boxing has.
Who's the
Really,
second?
the amount of weight classes. Like
Oh,
every 3 pounds is a new weight class. Come on, bro.
yeah, I feel like there's definitely too many weight classes, and there's definitely way too many fucking belts.
People would not be able to hide, and people would actually be able. They would have to defend their championship if there was one belt to every weight class, and you wouldn't have this
Yeah,
Canelo shit just jumping around here and there in this weight class and that weight class.
yeah.
Because if you want that belt in that division, you have to work your way up in that weight class. That's it.
What
That's
they
the
need is
same. That's exactly what MMA does. Boxing should just follow that because it works.
Well,
You can't be ducking.
I agree, but here's the issue: you have way too many sanctioning bodies.
Mm-hmm.
Sanctioning body has their own rules. So problem is what one does, the other one does, like the rehydration clauses and so forth, the mandatories. The structure, personally, I feel like it's just way off. Because even if, let's say, for example, even if you do have all of them belts, right? You want to unify
Yeah.
the division, you can bring it all together, with supersedes anything else. That I
Mm-hmm.
understand, but here's the problem: the negotiations. When you start negotiating with these fighters,
Mm-hmm.
there's too many fucking I want this, I want that, this, that, and the third, and it kind of complicates things, man.
I
Like
was
I feel like
just
there's
gonna
no
say
formula, there's no structured formula to
that.
to get these fights done where it has to be this, it has to be that, and then you negotiate from there. But
I also think the fighters have
right, man,
too much say in the stipulations. Like
I agree.
it should be the promotions negotiating that. Like Tank shouldn't be the one being like, "Oh, I need a rehydration clause and all that." That should be the promotions doing that shit. It shouldn't be because I think this nigga's big and I'm gonna drain him because I know that'll work to my favor. It shouldn't be that.
I just think you just need to be done away with. Like, just get
Hundred
rid of
percent.
it.
I'm not a fan of the rehydration clause,
Yeah, get
but
rid of it.
like certain promotions are gonna try to put some type of stipulation because of the way boxing is set up. Boxing is set up with so many different promoters that
Yeah,
one promoter is gonna want the other promoter. I mean, want their fighter to have an advantage somehow. So they're gonna want to try and put stipulations into those contracts. I just think the fighters shouldn't be involved in that because then that makes you look pussy, kind of like I don't know. In my
I feel like
opinion.
the only advantages you should have in terms of being the A side
Hmm.
is obviously you're going to make the lion's share of the money. That's
Hmm.
one. Second, you can pick who comes up first or whatever, or you can headline the card, whatever it is. But I feel like at that point that should be it. I don't think anybody should have to say on gloves and so forth. I think there should be like a structured understanding of what you're supposed to have,
Yeah.
what you're allowed to have, and
Hmm.
what you can't.
And
Simple.
also, you should be able to have the one thing I do love about it is you should have somebody from your camp in the other camp when you get your hands wrapped. Because
Somebody from
you
what?
know, somebody from your camp in the other person's camp when you're getting your hands wrapped. Because you know how that could be. Margarito's ass. You know how that shit can be. Really.
Eh,
Motherfucker sneaky as fuck, bro. And boxing, people are sneaky, bro. They put something in there. Someone else just said it too. Someone else just was claiming Pacquiao did that in one of their fights,
yeah,
saying
like
like he doesn't think it was plaster, but he think it was something a little bit softer, just to give him a little heavier of a blow. I think it was Thurman said that or something like that. Didn't Thurman did Thurman fight Pacquiao?
yeah,
He said that somebody who was bigger than Pacquiao had less power than his hits. It was like he felt like Pacquiao wasn't that powerful, but when he hit him, it was like, what the fuck was that? So he was claiming he's like, I don't want to say that there's something in his gloves, but it felt way heavier than I forgot the other guy's name. He said that was way
really.
bigger than Pacquiao.
Well, Pacquiao has this way of this moving combo that he does. He he's moving forward, where he hits you high, low, come back up to the top with the left, and kind of catches you off guard.
Yeah.
But the thing that I feel like happened with Thurman was he was caught off guard. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
He was caught off guard with how fast Pacquiao was, and how strong he was, for his age and so forth. But
Yeah.
listen, man, like certain shit you just don't get in this generation. You know what I'm saying? Pacquiao's one of them. Floyd is one of them. Like
Hmm.
certain things you just don't get. You know.
Hmm. 100%.
So it's like it kind of it separates the classes, man, with the elites. So you're not used to people throwing punches from those angles or having certain abilities to do certain things from certain positions. That's
Yeah.
gonna throw you off, and I feel like that's what happened with Thurman. But I feel like if Thurman didn't rush that fucking fight, I feel like he could have beat him. I feel like he came back way too fast. I feel
Yeah.
like he rushed to get into the ring, knowing he had all them surgeries, all the layoffs. He should have took a tune-up. But here's the problem: he knew there was only one opportunity to get in a ring with Pacquiao to make that get that bag, bro.
Mhm.
Like he wasn't gonna make that money nowhere else. And it's like, yo, it's either now or never. And I feel like that's the same thing that's going on with Charlo, with Jamal Charlo, man. It's like it's now or never. It's like if you don't get him now, you're not gonna get him. Then you're gonna miss out on the payday.
The other brother's smaller, right?
Yeah, it's like you're gonna miss out on the payday. So it's like you gotta move up, you gotta go fight him, even though you're not gonna be at your best. It's like it ain't you, it's gonna be somebody else. You know, so it's like you
I
gotta
honestly
say,
feel like Canelo is taking this fight as like a warm up for him because I think he's going to take the Charlo really serious. I think it's going to be a good fight. I think it's going to be closer than what people are thinking. I think people think that Canelo is going to run through Charlo, but I think Charlo's going to give him a little bit of a run for his money, honestly.
well, I don't see him running through Charlo, but I am curious to see what type of Charlo shows up after almost a 3 year fucking window.
Because I think Charlo has a chance to really fucking hold his own in that fight. I've seen Charlo fight. He's pretty fucking good and he's smart
Bro,
out there. He's
listen,
smart.
Charlo 3 years ago, yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you
Charlo,
mean. He's going through a lot of shit right now.
now, I don't see him winning. I don't. You know, is it going to be a good fight? Maybe.
Let's
You know,
switch up to the basketball
but
shit, man. I know you've seen these trades going down. What the fuck is this?
which one?
A lot of trades going down. You saw Bradley Beals on the Suns with KD and Devin
Yeah.
Booker.
Yeah.
Kristaps Porzingis is now on the Celtics with Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown.
You know what it is too, man? Like, I don't. Bradley Beal's contract was weird to me, man. It's like,
It's a big ass contract because he was the best player in the Wizards. You know what I mean? So they had to give it to him. But it's just
yeah, my issue wasn't the fact that he was getting the money that he was getting. Like, I feel like he's worth every penny.
Okay.
My issue was trying to understand that fucking contract he had. Because not only was you making, max money, but you had a no trade clause,
Mm-hmm.
and you had a say on whether or not you could veto the fucking trade because you don't like the players that you're being traded for. So it's like, for example, if you went to the Lakers,
It's trade clause shit.
yeah, it's like if you went to the Lakers and they said, all right, we're gonna trade you for